Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back in my cider shed with some more Perry to try. It's Perry, and it's another Perry from Herefordshire. In the last film, we tried the Blakeney Red, what was it? I've got the bottle here. Blakeney Red Brandy and Wills Longdon. I want to say Barnet instead of Brandy, which is another varietal, which segues very nicely into the Perry I'm going to try in this film, which is from Ross-on-Wye. And it's a varietal I'd never seen before. And I love the sound of it. It's brilliant because it's called Hedgehog. Hedgehog pear. Who doesn't like a hedgehog? I love hedgehogs. Hedgehogs are great. And when I saw a hedgehog pear, I thought, well, that just sounds wonderful. And I'd never heard of it. But then I looked on the label because Albert always writes lots of lovely things on the label. So let's read what this label says. It says, Hedgehog pear, which is more widely known as Barnet, is a variety thought to originate in Gloucestershire, which is notable for its russeted skin, an uncommon characteristic in Perry pears. The flavour is unique as a result, with a soft texture, gentle juiciness on the palate, and delightful nuttiness. Hedgehogs are very closely associated with the town of Ross-on-Wye, so the choice of synonym seems appropriate. So Barnet, we've had Barnet, definitely had Barnet, but never heard it called Hedgehog, and I think I like the name Hedgehog better. 5.2%. Batch F6, bottled August 2023, so like just this month, in fact. Pressed October 2022, so 2022 vintage. Yeah, so new vintage 2022. Just bottled recently, so I don't know how fizzy this is going to be. Maximum it'll be in a bottle is a month. Now is the 3rd of September as I make this film. Well, let's open it up and see what it tastes like. Oh man, if I not brought me corkscrew. Could have sworn I brought me corkscrew. Hang on a second, guys. I'm just going to look for me corkscrew. So I haven't brought me corkscrew. I had to go back to the house and get me corkscrew. Here's my corkscrew. By corkscrew, I mean it's got the bottle up front. I need the bottle opener. But I don't now because I came back, pressed record again, but didn't press record. I stopped it by accident. So I've been talking away for the last 2-3 minutes to nobody whatsoever except myself in the shed. That's happened before. But this time it was by accident. So look, I've opened it and poured it out. So yeah, I can't remember what info I gave you. But look, it's 5.2%. Batch F6, I think I said all that. Anyway, it was bottled in August. It is very, very low in bubbles. I was right about that. It needs to condition some more. There is the colour. And there is my thingamajig. To show you the colour. Let's do that. There you go. So it's more towards the green end of the spectrum. My Perry spectrum goes from green to brass, generally speaking. And I would say this is certainly more towards the green end than the brassy end, but there's a hint of brassiness about it. Slight haze. How does it smell, Chris? Well, I've smelled it already, but I'm going to smell it again. And as before, it's very gentle, very rich, very rounded, very gentle, loads of peach. I think there is a nuttiness on the nose. It's suggested nuttiness on the label, and I think it's there as well. Maybe slight hint of pastry as well. Nice nose, rich nose. Not too much. It's quite delicate, but it's nice. Maybe a hint of something tropical about it as well. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the mere suggestion of banana, green banana or something. I'm reaching a bit, but there's something else in there. Anyway, let's taste it again. So it is basically still. I mean, you can just feel the prickles starting to appear, but I mean, basically it's still. Low tannin. That richness I got on the nose is on the palate. There's a hint of acidity, hint of minerality as well. There's a hint of nuttiness. It's round, it's rich, it's delicious. It's not flabby, but it's low acid, it's quite rich. I think when the bubbles come, which they will, it's going to lift this massively. It really, really is. And I think those aromatics are going to be even better because when bubbles burst in your mouth, they're bubbles of aromatics popping. So you get much more aromatic up the back of your nose. And that's part of the taste sensation, you know, olfactory bulb at the back of your nose. It's a big part of what flavour is. So yeah, although this is delicious and drinkable right now, it's probably going to get a bit drier because the sugar in there is going to convert to CO2 and a bit more alcohol. But having said that, as it stands, lots of potential rich, delicious, very easy drinking, but only 5.2%, so not dangerously high in alcohol like some things. Like this guy, 7%. I could have drank a bottle of it in about 30 seconds through a straw. I might do that after I've finished this. Anyway, so there you go. There you go. That is Hedgehog pear, or Barnet, if you like, from Ross-on-Wye, 2022 vintage. We like it very much indeed. We think you will too. So thank you for joining me back in the shed. I hope you join me again, but until that time, cheers.